I may take a moment for some introductions. My name's Jane and my colleague is Lisa. We are both registrars for Hampshire and it is our pleasure to be with you here today. And the civil marriage ceremony is the exchange of vows by means of two declarations. In their first declaration, our bride and groom will state that they are free to marry. And in their second, Liam and Sarah will make their marriage promises to one another. And during this time, Lisa will effect the legal and the historical record of this marriage. And at the end of our ceremony, our bride and groom will be presented with their official marriage certificate. Just to prove it really did happen.
Because the photos and videos aren't enough.
Dreaming.
Now, this is a unique day for our bride and groom, and one that they want to share with all of you. We are privileged to be witness to what is at heart a private moment between two people as they commit themselves to each other for the future. This is a day of celebration, not just for Sarah and Liam, but for everyone here who's been invited to share in this, their wedding day. Now, before you are married, I have to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you are about to make. Marriage, according to the law of this country, is the union of one man with one woman voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. It is neither to be entered into lightly nor likely to be put aside. But more than this, it is a union to provide love and friendship, help and comfort that each should have for the other in times of joy and in times of difficulty. It is a bond based on love and trust and respect that hold the two of you together throughout your lives. So, ladies and gentlemen, as our marriage ceremony begins, I need to ask our bride and groom to confirm to everyone here present their full names. And we traditionally start with our groom. So your full name, sir?
Liam Courtney.
My beautiful bride.
I don't think I can speak. Sarah Ruth Berlin.
Beautiful. And who gives this woman to this man? Step forward.
I do.
Mary, come and stand next to your daughter.
If you fit.
Somewhat difficult.
Now, in many parts of the world, it has long been a tradition for the bride to be given in marriage by a member of her family. And Barry, Sarah's father, is here today to signify in public his happiness with his daughter's decision to marry Liam.
Sorry.
We're good,
So,
right?
Barry, are you happy that Sarah has chosen Liam? Do you welcome him into the family? And do you wish them well on their journey through life together?
I certainly do.
That is lovely. Gentlemen, if you'd like to shake hands. Give your daughter a kiss. Thank you very much, Mary. You can breathe a sigh of relief there.
You can say no and kick me out. Cheeky bonus.
Now, this place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. And we are all gathered here today to witness the joining in marriage of Sarah and Liam. If anyone present knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they should declare it now. We don't count laughing.
Okay, good.
I think it's safe to continue.
Okay.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, in today's ceremony there are going to be two readings. And I would now like to invite Sarah and Liam to take a seat here.
Okay.
I'd like to invite Anita, Liam's mum, to come up here and take my place.
Sarah and Liam asked me to say a few things. Obviously, Obviously, it's a shock for us for this day to come because, to be honest, I never thought anybody would be daft enough to take the But now that she has, she's not getting away. Obviously, to sum up how I feel about love and marriage, I want to share with you a couple of poems. So I do need a few helpers. So Anna, Megan. This was a poem that I used to read to Liam when he was tiny, and he seemed to like it when he didn't put up too much of a fight anyway. So, and it was written in 1886 by Lewis Carroll. Those girls.
So what is the spell when her fledglings are cheeping that lures the bird home to her nest? What wakes the tired mother whose infant is weeping to cuddle and croon it to rest? What magic that charms the glad babe in her arms till it coos with the voice of a dove? 'Tis a secret, and so let me whisper it low, for the name of the secret is love.
For I think it is love, for I feel it is love, for I'm sure it is nothing but love.
So whence is the voice when anger is burning, bids the whirl of a tempest to cease, that stirs the vexed soul with an aching, a yearning for the brotherly hand grip of peace? That music fills all our being, that thrills us, around us, beneath and above. 'Tis a secret, none knows how it comes, how it goes, but the name of the secret is love.
For I think it is love, for I feel it is love, for I'm sure it is nothing but love.
Say whose is the skill that paints valley and hill like a picture so rare to the sight, that flecks the green meadow in sunshine and shadow till the little lambs leap with delight? 'Tis a secret untold to hearts cruel and cold, though 'tis sung out with words filled with love, in notes that ring clear to the ears that can hear, and the name of the secret is love.
For I think it is love, for I feel it is love, for I'm sure it is nothing but love.
Anna's going to stay up just in case. You don't stay with Dad until Anna will now play the part of Elisa. Okay, the second one is one of my favourites. Whether I'll get through it or not, I've got Megan on standby just in case. We said that we'd walk together, darling, come what may. Do you want to read it? But if, come the twilight, we should lose our way, if somewhere in the darkness a hand should slip free,
I'll wait for you, and should I fall behind, wait for me.
we swore we'd travel together, darling, side by side, that we'd help each other stay in stride, but each lover's footsteps fall so differently.
But I'll wait for you, and should I fall behind, wait for me.
Now everyone dreams of a love lasting and true, but both you and I know what this world can do. So let's make each step clear so the other can see.
I'll wait for you, and should I fall behind, wait for me.
All right, sorry about that, she did step in at the last
That's perfect.
But to me that sums up marriage, commitment, patience and trust. So enjoy your life.
Thank you, Anita. That was lovely. Never easy when it's your children. Please come and join.
Ready?
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this point in our ceremony, I'd like to invite you all to please stand and to support our couple in their declarations and their vows. Now, Liam and Sarah have found in each other happiness and love. And as a consequence of this, they now wish to affirm their relationship and to offer each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. So I'm going to ask each of you in turn to declare there's no lawful reason why you should not be married to one another. And Liam, I'd like you to say these words first of all. I declare that
I declare that
I know of no legal reason
I know of no legal reason
why I, Liam Courtney,
why I, Liam Courtney,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Sarah Ruth Boleyn.
to Sarah Ruth Boleyn.
And Sarah, your turn. I declare that
I declare that
I know of no legal reason
I know of no legal reason
why I, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
why I, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Liam Courtney.
to Liam Courtney.
Today is a confirmation of Sarah and Liam's commitment to one another. They promise to share their lives together with love, sharing hopes and dreams, troubles and happiness, whatever the future may bring. Marriage is not just a legal contract between two people, but a commitment which deepens and enriches every facet of life. Now, sometimes it does require compromise, even the ability, especially the ability, to say that you're sorry. But above all, it does require unquestioning love and devotion. So the words you're about to say are to each other. I'm going to start with you first, Liam, okay?
Yep.
I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness that I, Liam Courtney,
to witness that I, Liam Courtney,
do take thee, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
do take thee, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
to be my lawful wedded wife.
to be my lawful wedded wife.
And Liam, do you promise to care for Sarah with love and patience, and to respect and cherish her always?
Yes, I do.
They're
I
the
will.
right words.
Okay.
Well done. Sarah, I call upon
I call upon
these persons here present
these persons here present
to witness that I, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
to witness that I, Sarah Ruth Boleyn,
do take thee, Liam Courtney,
do take thee, Liam Courtney,
to be my lawful wedded husband.
to be my lawful wedded husband.
And Sarah, do you promise to care for Liam with love and patience, and to respect and cherish him always?
Yes, I do.
Well done. And friends, you can now take your seats once again. We have now come to the exchange of rings. And the ring is an unbroken circle and symbolises unending and everlasting love. It is the outward sign of your promises to one another. And Graham is beating me to it there. Graham up there very quickly. Well done, Graham. Now you have 2 rings there. I'd like you to first of all hand Sarah's ring to Liam.
That's,
Yeah, that is
sorry,
what-
yeah, that's what you meant by Sarah's ring to Liam. Okay.
Right, I'd like you to take Sarah's left hand and I'd like you to say your words to her. I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as testament to my undying,
as testament to my undying,
unwavering and unconditional love for you.
unwavering and unconditional love for you.
With it comes my promise
With it comes my promise
that I will always protect you with everything that I have,
that I will always protect you with everything that I have,
honour you with everything that I am,
honour you with everything that I am,
and be by your side in good times and bad
and be by your side in good times and bad
for the rest of my life.
for the rest of my life.
Let's see how well that is.
That fits.
Perfect.
Bear did a good job.
That's beautiful. Graham, do you have another ring there?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Would you like to hand that to Sarah?
Which hand?
Thank you. Left hand. You ready?
No.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my undying, unwavering and unconditional love for you.
as a symbol of my undying, unwavering, and unconditional love for you.
With it comes my promise
With it comes my promise
that I will follow you when you are strong,
that I will follow you when you are strong,
give you strength when you are weak,
give you strength when you are weak,
and be by your side in good times and bad
and be by your side in good times and in bad
for the rest of my life.
for the rest of my life.
Let's see how well that ring fits.
Give it a shove.
Well, they're not going to come off easily, are they? They're definitely on there. Now may these rings be a symbol of your love and your devotion to one another, and a reminder of the vows that you've made here today. Liam and Sarah, this day will form a milestone in your lives. You'll look back upon it with love and with happiness as the start of a new phase in your lives together. We all hope that the feelings that you have for one another will just grow deeper and stronger throughout the years to come. I'd like to invite you both now to take a seat.
Here we go.
Just back it up.
Okay, I'll go that way.
Lorraine, would you like to come up?
Sarah and Liam, family and friends. We are here at this beautiful venue to celebrate Sarah and Liam's wedding. A day that has taken hours, if not years, of preparation has finally arrived. I would like to start by thanking everybody who has helped and who will be working behind the scenes today to hopefully make this a truly memorable day for all of us. Sarah and Liam, I hope that the enormous amount of time, planning and effort you have both put in will enable you to enjoy and celebrate with family and friends this very special day. When asked if I would speak at the ceremony, I was honoured, if not daunted, at the task that lay ahead. What do I say? What should I say? What can't I say? I looked on the internet for inspiration and found nothing. So I then decided to follow my husband Barry and daughter Dina's advice, which was speak from the heart. Sarah, as I saw you walk down the aisle with your father, my heart was pounding and I was filled with happiness and joy, as I'm sure Liam would agree, you look absolutely stunning. From your dress that took hours of trying not to buy, but which you fell in love with and no other dress could match up to your gorgeous face with eyes shining with joy.
Tears, actually.
Watching you, Sarah, you have become the mature, caring and loving woman that Barry and I had wished for as you were growing up. My thought went back through the years, from the little girl who enjoyed ballet, gymnastics and trampolining, to the teenager who loved fashion, makeup and sticking posters to the walls with glue. We have always been very close, Sarah, even though we have had the odd argument or two. The day you decided to move out and go and live with Jess, I can remember being very upset and immediately rang my mum, who said, "Don't worry, she won't be away long, she loves you and will be back." How right she was. I also struggled when you went to Australia for 3 weeks to visit friends in Perth. I missed you so much. I learnt to use MSN, although I couldn't understand why you kept abbreviating my name to LOL. I only found out what it meant when you got home. You returned to tell me, just as we started unpacking, that you were going to go back to live there. I had many sleepless nights, and a ticket was paid for, before you changed your mind, and I'm sure you are thankful that you did, as you wouldn't have met Liam, the man of your dreams. As I stand here, I am so proud of you, Sarah. You have grown up into a wonderful woman and most loving daughter any mother could wish for. You have a great sense of humour and a very eloquent way with words. Your birthday and anniversary cards are such good fun to read, and I often wish I could reciprocate when sending you a card. Although we do not live close by, I still think and worry about you every day. In recent months, it has been wonderful to just pick up the phone for a chat at any time of the day. Sarah and Liam, on February the 14th, 2014, Barry and I will have been married for 30 years. This is represented by pearls, and it is perhaps fitting that I stand here to hopefully give you a few pearls of wisdom at the start of your married life together. My parents and grandparents were both married for over 50 years each. And Barry's parents, of who Grandma Helen is here today, was also married for 55 years. A golden legacy. So what is the secret formula? Is there a magic ingredient for an everlasting and happy marriage? I asked Grandma Helen, and she said, don't criticise your husband and don't tell him what to do. Some words of advice for you to think about, Sarah. My husband said, never argue with the wife, as she's always right anyway. Words for you to think about, Liam. I don't believe there is one ingredient. There are many. But to me, the most important is that you love each other. Obvious, you would say, but I mean truly love each other. We live in a materialistic world, and perhaps love is taken for granted. It is defined as unconditional affection with no limits or conditions. When you love somebody, you want them to be truly happy, no matter what it takes, because that's how much you care about them, and because their needs come before your own. As we go through life, it is not all plain sailing and happiness, and that love can become tested. There is nothing that true love cannot face. Both of you, over the last decade, have experienced tragedy, extreme sadness and pain, physically and emotionally, as well as true happiness.
No.
There are people not present today whom you would dearly have loved to be with us to share your special day. How you've learned to deal with the sadness and life's trials have made you the people that you are today and strengthened your love for each other. When married, you have to be able to face life's challenges together, to be able to support and care for each other in hard times and when life is a struggle, to help each other get through the bad times so that you can enjoy the good times when everything is going well and you are happy and having fun. I know that some days are very difficult for you, Sarah, and it can be hard for you to even get out of bed. I am astounded and in awe of you, Liam, as you have always been so strong and a constant support for Sarah. Your actions speak louder than words, and how you have helped her cope shows Barry and me how much you love her. You have taken over from us, and probably, dare I say it, do a better job at caring for her during her most challenging days. Barry and I welcome you into our family and look forward to having you as the son we never had. You both love and respect each other and have learned to accept each other's opinions and cultures. You have been supportive of each other, both emotionally and physically. I believe that you've experienced more than many couples do before they get married, and I hope that this will provide you with the foundation for your married life together. It is important that you use your experiences of life so far as a building block for your married life. Your home, wherever it may be, should provide the security and love for each other, and hopefully in the future for baby Courtneys. Take each day as it comes, live it to the full, enjoy each other's company, as we are all only around for a short time. All your family and friends assembled here, and of course Barry and I look forward to celebrating with you today and in the many years to come. I hope that on October the 7th, 2063, your 50th wedding anniversary, you will be able to look back with happiness and pride at what you have achieved together, and will be able to say you have continued our family's golden tradition. Thank you.
Thank you, Lorraine. It's truly special. The marriage is the union of two people, the joining of two hearts. A marriage thrives on the love that you give to each other and never grows old. May you have happiness. May you have love. Plenty of laughter. Many joyful shared experiences. And also those precious moments of peace and tranquility together. Now the vows that you have made here today are those required by law. And you have made solemn and binding contracts with each other in the presence of your families and your friends. And it does give me great pleasure to say that from this day forward, you are now husband and wife. And please kiss your lovely
documentary evidence that it is actually happening. Now, tradition has it that the marriage certificate is the property of the bride, since it's the bride who might need it to change her name. So, Sarah, this comes your way. Well, I was just going to say, actually, since you don't have a pocket in your wonderful dress, you might need to entrust it to his brain. That's not a good sign, is it? Should I pass it over to you? Not bad.
Zoe no doubt feels as to how radiant, Sarah, you look today. It makes Mum and me very happy seeing you look so beautiful, and how proud and privileged I was to lead you up the aisle. I would also reiterate what Lorraine said at the ceremony. Liam, you are now a full member of the Berlin clan, the son that we never had. I'm glad to say that I am now not the only henpecked male of the family. We both know that you are an ideal partner for Sarah and look forward to celebrating with you both many happy occasions in the future. When a child gets married, it's normal for a parent to think of some of the events that have happened during the time they were at home, and my thoughts went back through the years. Apart from how beautiful you were, Sarah, as a baby, my first funny recollections about you was when you were about 2, and the videos you insisted on watching hour after hour with your long-suffering mother. Mum can still sing verses, she tells me, of My Little Pony, Spot the Dog, Fireman Sam, Postman Pat, and Peter the Postman from Trumpton, a programme with a catchy song which you danced to around the room with a bag on your back. When you were a little older, we had Friday night discussions about why Humpty Dumpty fell off the wall, how dinosaurs had babies, and many theological debates that you required answers for, most of which left us feeling very frustrated that we couldn't answer all of them, though we usually came up with something plausible, if not actually true. Though after a few soft drinks, after dinner, the debate was soon forgotten when you were jumping all around the room. I hear Coca-Cola still has the same effect on you to this day. You also had a great attachment to soft toys from a very early age. Nothing surprising there. However, 2 of those became your constant companions that travelled everywhere, and I mean everywhere, with you. Of course, I refer to Spot and Bonzo. Obviously, we know where Spot the dog came from, but not sure about Bonzo. I sincerely hope you look after Liam better than those 2.
They're still in my underwear drawer.
Remember Madeira, Sarah?
Yeah.
One day you came back from the beach, and coming back to the room were distraught as to where they were. You looked everywhere, blamed Dina, screaming that she must have thrown them off the balcony. It transpired that you'd left them in the bed linen before breakfast, and the staff had removed them with the sheets and had all been cleaned together. This was after we had to speak to the reception, all of whom spoke perfect Portuguese and no English, to try and work out what happened. Following this horrific ordeal for you, Bubba had to perform yet more surgery on them, alongside the jumper she knitted for Bonzo, which I believe he still wears today. Thankfully, you remembered to take them on the plane, as a return journey would have been necessary had you forgotten them. On another occasion, we left Bournemouth and got to the Ashley Heath roundabout, which is about 10 miles, before you realised you must have left them behind, so we had to turn back and get them. Once you left them locked away in the local nursery, and well, you can guess the rest. Mum had to rescue them and got the building open specially. As you grew up, how good you became at winding us around your finger. Over the years, we ended up with 3 hamsters, a budgie, a cockatiel, goldfish, and the 2 cats, which we still look after today. Thanks, Jess, for your role in this, by the way. As the kittens came from your cat's litter, and I'm sure you collaborated in their arrival at our house. As a teenager, you became obsessed with a pop group called Westlife. Some of you may have heard of them. As a lover of classical music, I can't say the sound of you and Jess screeching their tunes was music to my ears. I also had the privilege once to take you and Jess screaming with excitement in the car to Wembley for one of their concerts. I am thankful, Liam, that she has married you rather than Nikki, who was the object of her affection. Coming to the present day, Sarah is now 27, a perfect age for marriage. Why do I say that, you're wondering? Well, I was also 27 when I got married to Lorraine, so it's perfectly understandable that Sarah has waited until now. In closing, Mum and I wish you all the very best for your future, and rest assured we are always at the end of a telephone. Should you need any advice, or alternatively a relatively small distance away, if we need to visit you, or you wish to avail yourself of our home in St Leonard's at any time with baby call is in the future. All it remains for me to do is to ask if you'd all be upstanding.
Okay, so we're going slightly less traditional now with a speech from Sarah's oldest friend, Jessica Farmer.
Hello. Hiya, I've just got a few words to say to Sarah and Liam. When Sarah and I first met in school, we used to talk endlessly about getting married and our future husbands. Mine would be handsome, charming, down to earth, whilst hers would be a little more rough around the edges, cheeky, with a great sense of humour. Of course, back then, we were going to be marrying Shane and Nikki from Westlife, a band for which we both had a very unhealthy obsession. When I got used to the idea we were not going to be marrying these men, for whom we were so convinced of, it came as no surprise to me that Sarah and Liam chose to get married. I in fact had a heads up on the whole thing back in February 2011. Just after they got together, Sarah sent me a photo of Liam cradling a friend's newborn baby with the caption, "Mark my words, one day I'm going to marry these men." And knowing Sarah, she usually tends to get just what she wants. As many of you will know, I've known Sarah and Liam and been friends with them both now for a very long time. It has been a real pleasure to have witnessed their relationship grow from the days when they both just really liked each other. Shortly after, hang on. To their first date, where Sarah lived with us, shortly after which she sent me that message, all the way through to now, seeing them joined as man and wife. Hang on. When Sarah first told me that she was going to marry Liam, for real this time, I knew that I could not imagine anyone more suited to her, or indeed her to him. I think it is easy for anyone who has spent time with the two of them together to see the depths of the love they have for each other, to know they share a unique bond, and to realise that no one else could deal with Sarah's Yankee Candle obsession, or Liam's fascination with reptiles quite like these two do for each other. Now that I've been married myself for a couple of years, to someone far superior to Shane from Westlife's charms. I hope that I am qualified enough to offer some marriage advice, which would simply be to allow the other person room to grow and to achieve their full potential, to love them unconditionally, remain friends always, to be there through good times and bad, and to keep your sense of humour in all things. May you both have a very long, blessed and happy marriage. To Sarah and Liam.
It's now time for the speech of the groom. So, some kind of moral conscience tells me to perhaps usher the children out of the room, with a sensitive disposition, perhaps close your ears just for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get to the sad stuff, okay?
Thank you. It's not that bad. Right. Hello, everybody. It's taken me quite a while to write this speech because I found it hard to find the words that can do my feelings justice and thank everyone appropriately. I'm not a great speaker, so here goes. Get comfy. I'd like to start with a confession. I didn't actually want to get married today. I wanted to get married on a weekend, but unfortunately the budget wouldn't allow. So on this unusual day for a wedding, on behalf of myself and my darling bride, I genuinely thank you all for coming. It's amazing that you're all here to share in our special day with us.